keep my voice down. Hey guys, today we're gonna be watching police chase woman in a Volvo repeatedly escapes police blockades. Yeah, police blockades. I should say. We're gonna be. Hey guys, today we're gonna be watching woman in a Volvo repeatedly escapes police blockades. So let's watch it out. Bam. That's what you understand. I understand what you understand. I'm just kidding. As well, okay. You're following a police presence in the East Texas Freeway 59 or 69. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I'm not whether we have is a male or a female. It's really hard to tell. It's a female suspect.
Now on a high-speed chase, which is going on. This is the northeast side of town.
She's picking up speed.
You can see that vehicle right there. It's a sedan. It's being followed and surrounded by several police officers.
Surrounded by several police officers.
As well as the county is out there.
The county out there. They've been chasing that guy, and not chasing that guy. They've been on that female. They've been chasing that female suspect for the last 10-15 minutes or so, and they see the driver going at a high rate of speed, or going at, and they see the driver too weaving in and out of lane, high rate of speed, as well. To be honest with you, we have Don Armstrong. Sky High 13 as well. I'm gonna let you listen here for a moment.
He's not really going at a super high rate of speed, but he's certainly moving along at a clip that he clearly doesn't want to stop.
No, does not want to stop. And as you can see, the sheriff's car just joined in on this, mainly being chased by HPD. I think that's the way it started. We're coming up here on the Beltway, and as you can see, it looks as though that car is going the speed limit, to be honest with you, Art.
Yeah.
At first it was reported as a slow speed chase, but it's neither high nor slow. It looks like it's going the speed limit. We don't know why this car is being stopped or had tried to be stopped and why they are on the run. But obviously, as you can tell, that they're not pulling over for the number of deputies that are behind them, as well as just the police officers. This is, as you mentioned, going on now for about 10-15 minutes. And
as well, as you heard Don Armstrong said, it's been going on for, as you just mentioned, it's been going on for, it's been going on for about the last 10 or 15 minutes or so, and they've seen the driver weaving in and out of lane, going at a high rate of speed, and 60 miles an hour as well. And if I'm not mistaken, that is a silver Volvo? I believe, yeah, you're right. And that is a female suspect. They're right behind her.
It's certainly that the highway is the freeway at this point.
They're not going to lose this chase, I promise you. To be honest with you, this is the East Texas Freeway, North Harris County, and you know when you're on this chase, when in this certain situations like this, when you know, remember I uploaded one video. Houston high-speed chase, March 3rd, 2017. And you remember it was captured on cell phone video in Memphis, Tennessee, November 17th. As well, 34-year-old Christopher Bishop from Tennessee and 30-year-old Travis Drain. Together, they were traveling to Houston in a black Mercedes, and right after he got away from HPD for just a short while, right now we gotta concentrate on that chase. We have things going on right now. I'm gonna tell you that when it's a silver Volvo, to be honest with you, going at a speed limit, passing the Beltway, just past the Beltway. They just passed the belt. Okay, I'm sorry. They just passed the Beltway here. They just passed the Beltway. They just passed the Beltway, the North Beltway interchange. That's what you just saw. You just saw that they just passed the North Beltway as well. How long is it going to? It's going to be. It's going. To, is it going? How long is it going to be staying? That is a 2005 Volvo S40. It has a V6 power underneath it, and that also as well. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure why they allowed it to continue, but it is a V6 power, and that is a suspect as well. But he or she is not using power. He or she was using power earlier on as well. To be honest with you, I'm sure that they put afternoon drive or out of Sunday drive. They had surrounded this vehicle.
Apparently, they just have to be very, very careful.
Easily done a pit maneuver or no, I don't know, or maybe it can cause it can cause rollovers. It can cause an accident. It can cause rollovers. Like types of crashing vehicles will cause rollovers. As you heard, highway speeds, as you mentioned as well, when in situations like this, you can attest to that vehicle, whether it's a male or female, whether it's a high-speed chase, driving erratically, recklessly, you name it.
That gray one, right, the silver one, right there in the middle of your screen, it continues to move. They have no intention of stopping. That's a pretty nice Volvo. You know, there's a V6 underneath that has
Police chasing silver Volvo. Multiple agencies are involved in that chase, and you might know that is a pretty nice Volvo. It has. Excuse me. I ain't got time for commercial break.
I never invited you in.
It has a V6 power. And this car can really move. He or she is not using any power, or they were using any power, or they were using any powers. It has a V6 engine. I ain't got time for commercial. I ain't got time for commercial break. So I ain't got time for commercial break. Okay, we ain't got time for commercial break. Ain't no time for commercial. Ain't no time for commercial break as well. And I know we have that's looking into several indications why he might be running. They are multiple agencies as well. And as well, you can see they just called HPD to provide some assistance, to provide some backup. So they will do spike strips only, not pit maneuver. It can cause rollovers. They'll do spike strips, stop sticks, I should say. Excuse me, please. As well. We're seeing more law enforcement. We're seeing more law enforcement in Harris County Sheriff. We don't want to lose. We don't want to lose sight. We don't want to lose sight of that person. But they're following us above. They're following above. They're following them above. They're following them above. They're gonna have to do pit maneuver. They're gonna have to clear the freeway so the officers can go ahead, lay out some spike strips, and somehow maneuver all of that traffic. We don't lose the car. We didn't lose the car as well. Everybody gets affected. The spike strips used many times. This could go on. This could go on for miles now. As well, whether it's a 12 strip, we're talking about, you name it, an entire freeway. That is that is 40, 50, that is 40, 50 feet long. Yeah, that's 40, 50 feet long as well. And we're hearing from the we're hearing from the Chambers County Sheriff. This has been going on for the past 20-25 minutes or so. It began in the traffic stop.
Perhaps they're taking some extra precautions because of that as well.
And again, it's been going on for the past 20 to 25 minutes. Sorry. Again, it's been going on for the past 20 to 25 minutes or so. It began in the traffic stop. As well. And you know, in the Chambers County, it began in the traffic stop. Again, it's been going on for the past 20 to 25 minutes or so. It began in the traffic stop. Yeah, it began in the traffic stop as well. And you know, they're going out some spike strips. Yay! Everyone else is slowing down. What she does, she's going off to the side. They stop traffic. They probably force him or her through it. And it's been going on for the past 20 minutes or so since the police started the chase. And it's been going on for the past 15, 20 minutes. It's been going on for the past 15, 20 minutes or so since the chase started. It's been going on for the past 20 to 25 minutes or so since the police started the chase as well. And they're staying on it the entire time as well. And especially, what's going to happen? Looks like she's going down. And now it caused her tires to go flat. Tires are probably flat.
How long has it been going on for, Albert?
20 to 25 minutes or so. Yeah, and we're hearing from the Chambers County Sheriff's Department. This has been going on for the past 20 to 25. We're hearing from the Chambers County Sheriff's Department. How long it's been going on? You heard Uncle Demetrius said he's right here. Well, this chase has been going on for the past 20 to 25 minutes or so since the police started the chase. Yeah, since the police started the chase, it's been going on for the past 20 to 25 minutes or so since the police started the chase.
25
as well.
minutes, right?
Yeah, it's been going on for the past 20 to 25 minutes or so since the police started this chase as well. Anything as well. And as you can see, anything as well. Anything, this could be an armed driver. They don't know what, if that they'll be up against. When this vehicle comes to a stop, they have to take all safety precautions, be very careful. And what we've seen repeatedly.
They're going to stop. But, you know, there's opportunity to do something here. Go ahead.
Bring him to a stop.
Yeah. Looks like they may try and box him in here. Let's see if they have a vehicle up ahead.
As well. They may try and box her in as well. Let's listen now.
Rolling down the window and trying to talk to him. I don't know. Let's see what's happening here.
I suppose if they feel like they don't need to get in an accident, there's probably no reason to. So they are probably wanting to make sure
I'm gonna let you listen there for a moment.
The freeway. On the freeway, you're kind of trapped up there.
Let's see what they're gonna. Let's see what they're gonna. Let's see what they're. Okay. Let's see what they're gonna. Let's see what they're gonna do.
That's like almost a ramming vehicle.
Let's see what they're gonna do. They're gonna pull over or not. Maybe I think I believe
Stores right there on the side. So they have it blocked. They're gonna stop him. They have the guns drawn. They're telling him. They're yelling at him right now. You can see with their motion of their hand. Introducing a Snout.
We'll be right back.
Ultra fast internet, powered by Wave.
We're getting back now.
This person is totally surrounded.
It's been lagging a little bit, I think.
At this point.
Yeah.
Multiple officers, multiple agencies surrounding.
There's no place to go, but he's going to try and go. There he goes. He's going to go right around the officers. Well,
and they're going to try and go.
That was attempt number one to stop him. Actually,
number one to stop him as well. I'm outside there. We're barbecuing.
Getting
actually, number one, to stop him. Number two, because of that spike strip, apparently it did work as well. It caused her tires to flap. It was causing her tires to go flat as well.
Comes into play here. Now he has reversed his position on the feeder, but there are so many officers around him.
On the feeder.
I
think
where it really comes to an end.
Put that vehicle right there in front and stopped him, but he is going now the opposite direction on the feeder. He's clearly blocked by all of those other vehicles.
He is certainly blocked
now
by
he's
other
going into the
vehicles.
outlet store, area right there. This is off of Kingwood Boulevard, right there, just off the feeder.
Yeah, this is obviously a spot where we're going to find plenty of other people, plenty of vehicles parked, and so, you certainly hope that people get the word that there's something going down and they need to stay inside and stay safe until this comes to an end, because, the officers are specifically not, engaging him with their vehicles. They're not causing accidents. They're just trying to let this
causing accidents as well. I'm sure not engaging him with their vehicles. They're just trying to let this.
Probably sort of unaware of
There they have.
They're trying to let this peacefully play this out and end this chase. I thought they got that female. Let's see if it's a female or a male.
Let's hopefully
now you're talking.
Let's hope that he stops. They have the driver.
Let's hope that he stops. They have that driver. Let's hope that he or she stops. They have the driver door. They have that female suspect in custody, and they're yanking him or her out. Canopy there. Canopy there.
Taking off once again. Don, are you having any a different angle?
Their way, I think. Yeah.
Well, the best that we can do right now, because of this canopy that's silver that we've seen here, we're going to come around.
When they're having a different angle.
They're having a struggle.
Yeah. Wow.
Got him on the ground now.
Got him on the ground.
They got her. They got her on the ground. They got her on the ground.
Most people with that many guns on them probably would have hopped out of that vehicle.
Wouldn't hop out in the vehicle. Well, my impairment comes to an end. Like they got that woman. They caught her. They stopped that woman for being impaired as well, or she.
Picture of who this driver is. And again, if you're just
Driver
joining us,
is, if you're
this all
just tuning
started
in,
as a
you're just
traffic
joining
stop,
us.
but no crime
It's happening there.
They had reason to believe that
They have reason to believe the driver may be impaired, and they're handcuffing her, and now the woman is handcuffed. She's in handcuffs now. Yeah, she's in handcuffs now. She's in tears, and she's in handcuffs now. She's now handcuffed. She's in handcuffs now, and she's in tears, and they're trying to search her. They're trying to search her. They're trying to search her. And yeah, that is a female suspect. You're right. I thought it was a male suspect. No, it's a female suspect. It's a female suspect, not a male suspect. I thought it was a male suspect.
Yeah, Eric Barajas here, just
as
released
well.
parts, and yeah, luckily
Many of these chases, we uploaded car chasing history a couple of days ago on my YouTube channel.
They've gotten this lady out of the car now, and they're inspecting that vehicle as well as she's taken to the backseat of that patrol car.
We didn't see any damage to the other vehicles. No one was injured. None of them were injured.
Absolutely, Don. We were talking about
Could
this
have
as the
been
chase went on. It looks
it
like
could
they're
have been
using
lost,
some sort of a blanket there to be
or-
able to conduct a search on this woman and maybe even get her seated there. But just a lot of patience that played out throughout this chase that went really across.
I'm gonna let you listen there for a moment. Now let's listen now. Let's listen now.
The whole time, right?
Let's listen now. Let's listen.
Well, that's right. I mean, we're very thankful that it
Let's listen now.
this way.
Let's listen there for a few moments, okay?
As long as they do, but sometimes, in this instance, it appears as though that all of that played out well because nobody seems to be injured.
Don, what was also interesting about this chase, since we've seen so many here in the Houston area, unfortunately, is it seemed like there were different tactics used. We saw a lot of boxing in, a lot of vehicles getting ahead of the car. So many times it seems like they just stayed behind, several vehicles behind the vehicle that's being chased. It seemed like we saw different tactics and different maneuvers used by police on this one.
Well, you also have to understand, Eric, is the fact that you've got multiple agencies involved. Houston Police Department, Arizona Sheriff's Department, Public Safety, and who knows who else is there. We've also got airborne, so there's a lot of communication amongst all of the officers, and not all are trained exactly the same way. So they all kind of have to get
coverage here that you are now watching Eyewitness News at 4 p.m. And if you are just joining us, we'll get you caught up on what's happening here. We believe this chase started in Chambers County, and the Chambers County Sheriff says that a crime was not committed to begin with here, but they had reason to believe that this driver could potentially be impaired.
5 or 10 minutes ago. So yeah, this chase started about 5 or 10 minutes ago. Yeah, this chase started about 5 or 10 minutes ago.
Right along the East Tex Freeway, past Beltway 8,
and it began in the Chambers County.
Harris County. And Don was just talking about some of those tactics.
To provide them backup
different agencies and authorities staying some distance back. And then at one point they managed to get the 59 totally closed and get spike strips across every single lane of that freeway, so that no matter what, this vehicle was going to end up running over those spike strips. That's actually a pretty incredible feat, because they're having to call up ahead and get all of those lanes closed down. We saw total stoppage of the traffic there, and it worked very effectively, because right after that happened, this went from probably a 60-mile-an-hour chase to about 15 miles an hour, and we saw it end really right after that.
Again, luckily, no damage as far as we know that we can tell from watching this chase for at least more than the last half hour. So good news there as well.
Yep.
Okay, well, let's get some more breaking news right now. We'll get updated on that car chase a little bit later on. But right now, the Texas Education Agency has suspended the roads.
It really is, Melanie, and in fact, we just reached out to authorities and are waiting to get an update on exactly what led to that chase, but it did all end here in this parking lot in a U-Haul. In fact, right as these employees were putting up this awning, that is where the car ended up. Certainly quite a scare for them. She came in here along with a line of officers. The suspect was yelling, "You're killing me," to officers as she was arrested. Her car's tires were blown out after an hour-long high-speed chase ended in a parking lot. It all started in Chambers County just before 3, when she failed to stop at a traffic stop. Sky 13 shows the woman weaving in and out of traffic. The chase went north on 59. Authorities put out spike strips, causing her tires to go flat. Shortly after that, it appears she was going to pull over. Troopers approached her car, but she kept going, and it finally came to a stop near 494. She pulled into this U-Haul.
And she wouldn't stop. And the next thing I know, we just had all the policemen and policewomen just completely trying to block her off, but she went past them.
She was handcuffed and placed into an ambulance. No word on what charges she could face or why she was running. Investigators say she was possibly impaired.
Miscellaneous expenses.
Tax right back with a vehicle break.
With Tax Act, you file for less and get your maximum refund. You're gonna need this. Oh, by the way, switch to
That breaking news coming from Kingwood. It's the police chase you saw as it happened late this afternoon right here on Channel 2. At one point, the driver, a woman who did not want to be stopped, nearly ran over some troopers as they tried to get her out of the car.
It all ended at a U-Haul business in Kingwood. Channel 2's Sophia Beausoleil just got to the scene and is joining us live now with more on the story. Sophia?
The suspect was taken into an ambulance, and the car she was driving was just towed away. And authorities were here questioning witnesses, but they have just left. But you can see this is where the chase actually ended, here at the U-Haul Center. Now let's take a look at that Sky 2 video from earlier. So the chase
listen there for a moment.
Agencies in multiple counties. Chambers County Sheriff's Office says the chase started around 3:25 this afternoon when police tried to pull the driver over, who was possibly under the influence. Authorities thought the chase was coming to an end on 59 in Houston, but the suspect then took off and nearly knocked over an officer. Now, the suspect was weaving in and out of traffic. At one point, it started to slow down, and then that's when she turned into the Kingwood area and into that U-Haul Center, where she stopped and was taken into custody. Now, we did get video from a witness, and you can hear what the suspect was saying. She was repeating multiple times, "You're killing me, you're killing me." And we talked to an employee here who happened to see everything happen.
I guess you guys want me dead and stuff like that, just kind of talking erratically like that. But she kind of stopped after, a few moments, a few minutes or so.
And you were just going about your business?
Yeah, just about it was a regular day like like I say, we were we're fixing a couple of things under the canopy, and one of my coworkers, he had just stopped blowing it out, and she just came right through.
Now, at this point, we do not know the suspect's name or if she was possibly under the influence. That is all still under investigation. But as soon as we get any other updates, we will let you know. Reporting live from Kingwood, Sophia Bosley, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Yeah, the only cat.
I ain't got time for that. We're gonna watch one more video and that's it.
To the breaking news we've been following since about 3:30 this afternoon. A woman leads... The breaking news we've been following since about 3:30 this afternoon. A woman leads police on a wild police chase from Chambers County into Kingwood.
Captain Sophia Bosley is joining us live from Kingwood tonight with more on what she's learned about this chase and the woman who led it, Sophia.
Well, Bill and Dominique, whenever people arrive to a U-Haul center, they usually drop their vehicles right here, those rented trucks. Well, today employees got a very unexpected surprise. They got the end of a police chase, and we spoke with an employee who saw the end of it.
She really tried to avoid the police with all four of her tires flat.
Steve Perkins was going about his day at the U-Haul Center in Kingwood when he heard sirens.
And she just came right through. I'm talking about it was crazy.
Chambers County Sheriff's Office's deputies tried to pull over the driver of a silver Volvo who appeared to be under the influence. Authorities say 58-year-old Alicia Kozubski didn't stop and led police on a chase. Sky 2 video shows the woman driving fast on 59. After authorities put down spike strips, her tires popped and she started to slow down. It looked like she was going to stop, but then took off and almost injured a deputy. The suspect then made a U-turn against oncoming traffic onto the feeder and pulled into a U-Haul center where state troopers pulled her out of the car and put her into custody.
I guess you guys want me dead and stuff like that. Just kind of talking erratically like that. But she kind of stopped after, a few moments.
A nearby witness captured this video of the woman screaming at authorities and saying, quote, "You're killing me." She was then placed into an ambulance for evaluation. Now, at this time, we do not know the status of that woman and how she's doing when it comes to her mental health, but this is still very much under investigation, and as soon as we get any other new details, we will let you know. Reporting live from Kingwood, Sophia Bosley, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
So, anyway, thanks for watching. Check out this video pops up here. So I'll see you guys in the next video later. I'll see you guys in the next video later on tonight. Bye, guys.
Albert makes 5 videos per day.